Hey guys, it's Lexi. I hope you're all having an awesome day. So I am sharing all of the things that I melted from Loaf's week. So as you can kind of guess, I did not get to finish a whole lot of wax this week. Couple of reasons. It was one, just like a really challenging week for me. And I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I feel like this week was even more challenging for me than like the risky week, or I know a lot of people also struggled with the first week that we had for this collab, which was like the blue themed week. I struggled so much with this week because I'm like such a variety lover. Like I melt things all throughout my house in like different warmers, but like different scents. Like I'm not a person that needs to melt throughout the entire house because I feel like when I do that, I go nose blind so quickly to things. So I like to be able to like walk through my house and smell different scents kind of like in each room. And I usually melt in living room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and a bathroom. So I have 5 different scents per day going, and sometimes I change it out during the middle of the day. So I have a lot of different scents going. But for Loaf's week, I was struggling so much because I was melting in like larger quantities to just try to finish a couple things. I never got around to finishing anything except for one, which I'll talk about in a second. But then I was also in a different home and I only had 3 warmers. So I had 1 scent in the bathroom that was different. And then I had 2 warmers in, or 3 warmers actually. I had 2 plugged into their kitchen outlets, and then 1 in their living room because those were the only empty outlets that I could find. So I was like really pinched for variety, I guess, and like a limit of space to use warmers. So I'm really happy that I'm home now and I can melt things and a lot more of my like variety kind of a thing. I'm curious about how this week would have went had I been in my own house. I'm wondering if I would have been able to finish more or maybe about the same. I'm not really too sure. So sorry about the rambling in the beginning, but let me begin with the things that I did cut, but I wasn't able to get to at all. I just never pulled any of these. I never melted any of these, which it's okay. I'm happy I at least finished one thing. So this bag here is Unicorn Queen, and this is from Gypsy Monroe. This one is Saltwater Taffy Cotton Candy Frosting, Rainbow Sherbet, and Vanilla Bean Noel. When I was chopping this during the chop and chat, I was like, oh, I don't really love the saltwater taffy scent. I will eventually try this out, but this week I never got to it. So eventually in the summer when I'm feeling a little bit more into that mood, I'll definitely melt it. Another one that I never ended up melting anything from, this is Cotton Candy Craze Pink Frosted Animal Cookies from L3. And the blend is blue raspberry cotton candy, and cotton candy frosting mixed with her pink frosted animal cookies. I don't know why, it didn't like draw me in enough this week, so I never got to it. And then this one, I don't know why I didn't get to this one either. I feel like I was just trying so hard to work through other things that I just kind of put this one aside and never got to it. But this is a really good scent. I do really like this and I'm excited to melt it eventually. Just wasn't this week, I guess. This is BCS Jackie O, which is her blend of rich vanilla bean cake topped with whipped marshmallows. So very excited to eventually melt this, but I never got to it. Okay, so now to talk about the things that I did melt but didn't finish. So I did end up melting, you can't even really tell, but this is another VCS blend. I have it double bagged right now. This was Meet Me in St. Louis, and the blend is warm, cozy linen with a hint of sweetness. I melted this in the bathroom one day, and this was so strong. It was so strong that I could smell this like in the living room, which it's quite a ways away from the bathroom, and I was like really like obsessed with this. So I'm not a huge laundry lover, but this is definitely like a laundry based scent with like, I almost feel like the sweetness is like a berry possibly. I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't say, and I'm not entirely sure what specific laundry oil it is, but I really liked this, and so I did melt just like 1 cube from it. Still, I'm happy to have more of it, and it is a scent that I'll definitely use eventually more of. Something else that I melted a little bit of but didn't finish, this is another Gypsy Monroe Loaf, and this is in Barbie Girl. So this is strawberry, raspberry, guava, angel food cake, and cotton candy frosting. This was just like a really sweet candy-like scent to me. It kind of invoked some like childhood vibes to me. It was just a very, very sweet kind of like something that you would smell from like a 90s body spray type of vibe. I liked it. It wasn't anything that was like a bakery sweetness kind of a thing. It was more of like a candied type scent. So I'm happy to have used it. I'll definitely finish this loaf up hopefully sooner rather than later, but that one was okay. One that I melted a lot of, so really happy that I was able to finish quite a lot of this, but I obviously didn't completely finish it. This is Reindeer Nose from L3 Waxy Wonders, and the scent notes on this are cherry vanilla, gooey marshmallow, and sugar cookies. And like I mentioned, I did notice when I first got this, it was a lot stronger. This is still fairly strong, so I could see the change of the strength, but it is still good. It definitely wasn't like as crazy strong as it was before, but happy that I melted this. It smells like a maraschino cherry cookie to me. The sweetness in this is so funny. I feel like that gooey marshmallow is stronger than the cookie. So I would almost like to mix this with like, I don't know, like a royal sugar cookie scent if I was to get this again eventually. But I still have quite a bit to go. So that was that one. And then I have 2 scents here from the Pharmacist's Daughter. So this first one is Decadence, and this one is cotton candy, vanilla buttercream, mango sorbet, marshmallow, and sugared waffle cone. This one, out of both of these Pharmacist's Daughter scents, it's so strange. I don't know why this happened. This one was longer lasting than this one. So let me talk about them both, I guess, at the same time. This one is Lemon Drop, and Lemon Drop is lemon curd, lemon sugar, marshmallow fluff, and sugared waffle cone. So I put these both in when I was at my house yesterday. This one I put in my living room with between 3 warmers, a hot plate, 2 hot plates, and a bulb warmer. And then this one I put in the kitchen between 2 hot plate warmers. This one was much stronger when I put it in, like really packed a punch, but this one fizzled out quicker. And then this one was lighter, but like lasted a long time. So I'm not really quite sure why they did that. It was kind of interesting. But I did enjoy both of these. I'm happy to have more. But I feel like I did just try like a mango sorbet blend from, like one of you guys suggested that I try that last week's melting basket, and I almost feel like I preferred that mango just because it was a bit stronger. So that was my thoughts on that. And then I have, before I talk about the like chopped up candles that I used, I'll talk about this L3 Waxy Wonders loaf. I really didn't use much more of this. I think 4 pieces maybe that I used from this, and I kind of scattered them throughout the house that I was staying at. This was really good. Really, really, really good. So it is blackberry jam butter cookies and cheesecake cup of cake. I surprisingly really enjoyed this, and this is definitely getting a little bit older. Maybe this is even older than that reindeer. No, probably not. This is probably a little bit newer than that one, the reindeer nose one. But this one is so good. The blend of like the cookies with the cheesecake scent and the cupcake scent, it just smells like a really delicious like blackberry cupcake with like a cream cheese frosting on it kind of a thing. Or like it's cheesecake, but it smells like almost like cream cheesy to me. It's not a sour cheesecake. I really like this. I'm very happy to have more of this. Eventually when I finish this, I'll probably get more. Maybe not a loaf, because I feel like, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it fast enough, but I do quite like the scent, and it was very strong. So happy about that one. And then the 3 like bakery bags of chopped up candles. This one here is Sparkling Pink from Yankee Candle, which is notes of blackberry and Pinot Noir grape. I really, really do like this scent. I'm noticing that this is getting progressively weaker as I don't finish it up and keep pushing it to the back. So this is something I need to finish up. Fun fact, I am putting all of the things that I am like, so after all of these melting baskets, whatever I don't finish up, I am putting into one bin, and I'm hopeful that at the end of this challenge, I can just try to finish everything, because it's like kind of driving me crazy to like have all of these like half-used things or things that are getting older that I'm just like, I need to finish this. So everything's going into a bin that's not getting finished. This is definitely going to go into that bin. This needs to be finished soon. And I do like it, but it's getting older. So that's that one. This one. I never even melted this one, you guys. I'm just realizing that. Anyway, here's another one I never even melted. This is Raspberry Peach Macaron. I love this scent. I just never got to it. I might even possibly stick this in. God, I have so much in my Valentine's melting basket right now. I was going to say, this is pink. I could melt it this week. I do love this. We'll see. Maybe I'll melt some of this week. It might go into that basket. So, didn't melt it this past week, but I love it. And then another one that you can barely see, but I used a ton of this. This is Vanilla Birch. So, there's that label. So, this was a 3-wick Bath & Body Works candle that I dropped, cracked it, had to take the glass off, and like put it in this bag, chopped it all up. I love this scent. It is so beautiful, but this needs to be used quickly. If this candle ever comes back, I'd probably buy it again in candle form. I don't know if I love it as much in wax form. I feel like it's when you burn this candle, it's stronger than when you melt it. I don't know why, but I really do quite like Vanilla Birch, and I use a lot of it. So this is going to go into that bin that I'm kind of throwing all my half-used stuff into as well, and hopefully I'll finish that. And then the finale of this Loaf week, I am so happy. I'm feeling very accomplished about this. I'm so excited. I finished an entire loaf from Gypsy Monroe in Cotton Candy, Sweet and Low. I melted this like it was my darn job. I put this in. This was probably going throughout their entire house for like a solid like 3 days, and I was like changing it out. It was definitely weaker than when I originally got this. Of course, it's a 2019 pour. This is, okay, so blue raspberry cotton candy and pink carnival cotton candy. The blend itself was beautiful. I loved this cotton candy scent, and I feel like a lot of vendor wax cotton candies just kind of smell similar. Then they don't really smell like cotton candy to me. They just kind of smell like sweetness. This really smelled like an actual cotton candy, so I'm kind of sad that I did finish it, but it was getting weaker, so I needed to finish it. I'm happy that I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly every single time I melted it. I really did enjoy it. It was a good medium strength for the date. So happy I finished it, feeling really good about that. To see an empty loaf bag is such a good feeling. You know, you're just like, I finished it. Yes. So what a way to wrap it up. That was my very strange week. How did you guys do? Did you feel like this was a challenging week also, or was it just me? Maybe it was just me. I don't know. I'm really happy that I did this. I never would have done melted so many loaves had Drew not made this a prompt. So thank you, Drew, for making this a prompt. It was very helpful. And that's it. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, happy and healthy, and have an awesome Valentine's Day. Bye, guys.